present here. I am Neha Desai and it is my absolute honor to welcome you all to this thought-provoking seminar on the theme Corporate Social Responsibility, a strategic endeavor in the modern era, organized jointly by the Department of Economics and the Department of Law of our college. As we navigate the complexities of the modern corporate landscape, corporate social responsibility, or CSR, has emerged as more than just an obligation. It is now a strategic choice, a tool for sustainable growth, and a way for business to contribute meaningfully to the society and support them. CSR today addresses environmental sustainability, human rights, community development, and even stakeholder engagement, all of which are critical to our current socio-economic climate. This seminar will delve into how organizations today use CSR not only to address ethical concerns but to drive business value, foster innovation, and build stronger connection with communities. We are truly fortunate to have an exceptional speaker as our resource person today who will be sharing with us her expertise and experience in the field. So, without further ado, I call upon my friend Ms. Khushbu to introduce our resource person for the day, Dr. Leela Joao.
Good afternoon everyone. Our resource person for today, Dr. Leela Joao ma'am, is mediator, arbitrator, visiting professor, former chairperson of Child Welfare Committee South Goa, chairperson of CWC North Goa, and former member of Juvenile Justice Board North Goa. She is also a radio jockey with Akashvani, armed with a master's degree in economics from the prestigious Berkeley Institute of Politics and Economics, Pune. She did her master's in human rights and environmental law from Mumbai University. Ma'am is also a postgraduate in alternative dispute resolution from Nalsa University of Law, Hyderabad. She was awarded doctorate in economics and child welfare. During her postgraduate studies, ma'am was crowned the Oakley Queen at the Oakley Institute campus. She has also featured as a star alumni of Chowgule College, Malwa. She was also crowned as Miss Goa and was among the top 10 at the Seminar Miss India Beauty Festival. Ma'am has also edited a few books, namely Eternal Journeys, a timeless literary selection volume 1, Librata, Cuisine, Poesa Tradicional, Primera Edisao, and Segundo Edisao. She has also authored a few books titled Colisao Dos, Artigos, Religiosos, Escritos. Rehabilitation and reintegration of the prisoners in the state of Goa, a model prison with special emphasis on their economic and social rehabilitation. Renima Goa Children Series 1, a collection of short stories based on Goa. Know Their Law, a layman's guide to basic Indian law. Ma'am has also presented 40 papers and participated in 100 national and international conferences. She has recently also joined lead member in 2024 KE Goa chapter. Besides this, she is also an external member in POSH committees of various college and government departments. On behalf of the college, I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Khushbu. It gives me immense pleasure to now invite our resource person, Dr. Leela Joao ma'am, to share with us her insight on today's theme, CSR, a strategic endeavor in modern era. Over to you, ma'am.
A very good afternoon to all you dear students and to my colleagues of the desk. At the outset, I must confess that I would like to extend my wholehearted gratitude to Professor Dr. Patkar for having afforded me this opportunity to speak amongst this forum. Besides that, I will also express my sincere gratitude to Professor Sharmila Borkar, the head of the Department of Economics, and Professor Amita Sharma, who is the coordinator of this seminar. Besides that, I will also not forget our Vice Principal, Dr. Borkar. Besides that, the Law Department, Professor Ruta and Professor Manali, and I think Professor Padmashri and other professors present here. I may not know your names personally. CSR. Is as important for any company in today's world. We now live in an era where companies and businesses do not come only about profits, margins, but they care about the social and environmental impacts of their business operations. Corporate social responsibility drives businesses to operate ethically and sustainably. It focuses on their social and environmental impacts. CSR activities include charitable giving, environmental conservation efforts, and initiatives to improve working conditions and diversity within the company. Consumers, investors, and stakeholders expect companies to act responsibly. By engaging in CSR, businesses can demonstrate their commitment. These values build trust and confidence amongst the stakeholders. There are also business benefits in engaging in CSR. CSR enhances brand reputation and customer loyalty. Companies prioritizing sustainability often weather economic downturns better. Besides, it leads to improved stakeholder relationship and business benefits. The importance of corporate social responsibility in modern businesses cannot be overstated. CSR is a self-regulatory business model of social accountability where companies make concerted efforts to operate in ways that enhance rather than degrade society and the environment. It is a new business strategy to reduce investment risks and maximize profits by making it all the key stakeholders into confidence. It is the responsibility of the organization for the impacts of its decisions and activities on the society, environment, and its own prosperity. And it is normally known as a triple bottom line of people, planet, and profits, the three pillars of business entity. It is the expression of a socio-political movement aimed at reshaping norms of society and business relations. Basically, it's an obligation to conform to the basic rules of society that are embodied in laws and ethical customs. CSR highlights a company's positive role in a community and is linked with creating sustainability of economic, social, and environmental values. CSR is mandatory for all companies operating at the regional, national, and international level. CSR strategy has to be goal-driven, achievable, and authentic. Now, does CSR have a legal binding in India? Under Section 135 of the Companies Act of 2013, India was the first country in the world to mandate CSR. Now, it's applicable to companies with an annual turnover of 1,000 crores and more, 500 crores and more, and also net profit of 5 crores and more. The CSR committee, which is set up, has to recommend a CSR policy to the board of directors, and the monitoring has to be done from time to time. The Act also encourages companies 2% average net profit of the previous 3 years on CSR activities is mandatory. Next slide, please. What kind of activities can be undertaken by a company under CSR? Schedule 7 of the Companies Act of 2013. It's basically eradication of hunger and poverty, promotion of gender equality, women empowerment, combating HIV/AIDS and other diseases, ensuring environmental sustainability, and also contribution to the PM National Relief Plan or any other fund set up by the central government for socio-economic development and reliefs. Now, coming to the types of CSR, we have firstly environmental responsibility, which speaks about conserving natural resources, reducing carbon emissions, reducing all other emissions, renewable energy sources, sustainable business practices. Then we have economic responsibility, where companies will support small and medium businesses, donate to charitable organizations, definitely have a great impact on society. Philanthropic responsibility, it encompasses a way of giving back to communities. The money donated is spread into education, health, and social welfare. Ethical responsibility, work ethics makes a very forefront point here. Ethical responsibilities endorses upon companies to follow the right rules and regulations and conform to ethical standards. Before we now here we have CSR businesses donate a portion of their profits or resources to charitable organizations or causes, as I said earlier. The financial contributions are in-kind donations of goods and services or employee volunteerism. It has a positive impact on society. It also helps to build trust with stakeholders, as consumers and investors often view businesses that give back to society or communities as reasonable and ethical. It can also have business benefits too for the companies. Charitable giving can also improve a company's brand reputation and customer loyalty. Environmental conservation efforts can help protect the earth and its natural resources and ecosystems vital for the well-being of current and future generations. Improving working conditions and diversity within the company is a type of corporate social responsibility. This activity has involved creating a positive and inclusive work environment for all employees. It also provides fair wages and benefits, promoting work-life balance and ensuring the health and safety of employees in the company. Besides, it promotes diversity and inclusion within the company. Businesses can create a more welcoming and inclusive work environment for all employees, regardless of their background or identity. It can also help foster a sense of belonging and engagement among employees, leading to improved collaboration and productivity. When a company engages in CSR activities, it can build strong relationships with stakeholders and establish a positive reputation. This can be especially important during economic uncertainty, as companies with strong relationships with their stakeholders have a positive reputation and are more likely, I said earlier, to weather economic downturns. Coming to the advantages, exploring corporate social responsibility initiatives receive high-quality original papers, free from AI-generated content, improves brand image, doing something for society adds value to the company, it attracts and retains employees. This can be attributed to continuous CSR activities. Being in the good books of regulatory advantages, good book of regulatory authorities, a company will never want to be under the radar. They will adopt ways to avoid anything that ruins their image. It helps in smooth functioning and helps them increase profits as they move forward, attracting new investors by adding value to the company's reputation and helping them to attract new investors. An excellent way to advertise their brand. Companies who use CSR as a medium to promote their brand and earn more customers. It's not to say that we do not have disadvantages that are associated with CSR. Shift in profit-making objective. CSR often takes away a company's focus from profit-making and makes social responsibility a priority. Building a reputation and gaining customers is a long process. Effective advertising has helped many companies reach out to potential customers. It is good to showcase social responsibilities, but it also brings the company under the radar if the company fails to live up to the expectations of the people. It will ruin its reputation. Ensuring the company's reputation is a formidable point. Increased accountability. CSR activities highlight a company's responsibility towards society and the environment. Finding the right partners. This one. finding the right partners. Lack of community participation due to awareness, which is not very prominent. Issue of transparency is the last disadvantage because it definitely makes disclosing information is very vital, but sometimes it's not possible to do so. Benefits of CSR in the modern business landscape. It definitely improves the reputation, I said, and customer loyalty. Secondly, attraction and retention of top talent in the company. It increases resilience during economic ups and downs. Suitable areas where CSR investments can be diverted are technological innovation, higher education, incubator management or startups, environment-friendly projects. Importance of considering the social and environmental impacts in a business operation is primarily expectations of stakeholders from the company, the need for sustainability and social justice, which is very imperative. Sustainability refers to the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Social justice, on the other hand, refers to the fair and equitable treatment of all individuals, regardless of their background or identity. This inclusive social justice is based on gender equality and economic equality. How can CSR be made more effective or the way forward? Role of companies should be beyond allocating funds. They should conduct regular reviews on progress of CSR compliances by setting out clear objectives, aligning all the stakeholders which come in this picture. The companies must refresh the roles of the board, CSR committees, setting up new standard operating procedures by defining a process for fund utilization, preparing a detailed checklist, and also setting up timelines for completion of CSR and formulating annual action plans with reference to CSR. The next would be to have an integral approach to corporate governance and CSR through additional expertise, experience, and perspective. The government, media, NGOs, local communities, consumers, special interest groups can play an important role from their own spheres in promoting CSR by creating a platform of dialogue and collaborative efforts to achieve this goal. Giving the tax exemptions and other incentives to companies promoting certain types of CSR activities, creation of CSR web portals, TV shows, and celebrating CSR Day with an aim to create awareness on this topic is very pertinent. Lastly, the government should come forward in mandating, facilitating, collaborating, and endorsing CSR activities. Amidst headwinds, be it evolving economic environment, dynamic market conditions, decisive leadership, and guided expectations and responsiveness grounded intent in promoting CSR brings the country to greater heights, translating to a better quality of life. To conclude, corporate social responsibility is more than just a trend. It's a crucial aspect of modern business. As companies face rising consumer, investor, and stakeholder expectations, CSR has become essential for long-term benefits or success. By committing to ethical practices and sustainable operations, businesses build trust, enhance their brand reputation, etc. Embracing CSR is a moral imperative and a strategic advantage that fosters positive relationships and ensures sustainable growth in today's dynamic business environment. With this, I end my topic for today, and thank you so very much for a patient hearing, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. If any of the students have any questions to ask, kindly raise your hand.
Ma'am, one question, if we can clarify on this. Rules regulations were discussed till 2013. 2021, the rules are upgraded. Now it is no more voluntary, it is a compulsory. And it is no more 2%, it is more than 2%. And the question now here is, in one of the hearing you said that one can do the donation to Prime Minister Fund, Relief Fund, as well as to NGOs. Now my question is that the earlier 2%, the expenses were supposed to be there 2%. Now it is more than 2%. And my question now, is it the case that 2% and more than 2% that they were made is to get a fund for the Prime Minister Relief Fund?
As per the 13 Act that was initial, I just wanted to point out there that this is what was the initial thought process. But that doesn't mean that the 2% does not has to be mandated or more, whatever you said. That it does go to the funds, we utilize it. You mean to say it's not utilized? I mean, perhaps.
What my question is,
Yes.
earlier it was 2% that the company was supposed to do the
May
expense.
23rd.
Yeah, 20. Now it is 2021, it is
It
more
is
than
increased,
2%.
yes.
There is no limit. There is no limit.
I was speaking about the 2013 when it initially.
That's
Yes.
correct. I'm just asking a question. Is it the case that the new regulation says that you can spend more than 2%? The idea is to get more fund, the PM relief fund. That is my question.
Not necessarily. It's not necessary that the idea is to get more to the PM Relief Fund. It's not necessary. But yes, the PM's Relief Fund also contribution can be made. As per the initial procedure, we will do it. But it's not necessary that it has to be.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our principal, Professor Santosh Patkar sir, to present a audit plan to Dr. Leela Dua ma'am. members, and my family. A very good afternoon to all of you. I feel privileged to deliver this vote of thanks on behalf of our college following this enlightening and inspiring session. I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Leela Jao Ma'am for gracious accepting our invitation and sharing her valuable insight with us. Your expertise and passion have truly left a lasting impact on all our present today, ma'am. Special thanks are due to our principal sir and vice principal ma'am for their constant encouragement and support in organizing such informative events that enrich our academic journey. I would also like to thank all the faculty members from Department of Economics and Law for organizing today's program. Also, big thank you to all the participants for their enthusiastic participation